I met Ryan in 2007, he said, "Have you ever seen Funny Girl?" I met Ryan and Dante on the same night. And I said, "No, I've never seen it." He goes, "Are you crazy? You have to go home and watch it right now." And growing up, I always looked for girls in movies that I thought looked like me, and there was never anybody that I could relate to that I felt looked like me or talked like me. I had a very heavy accent from the Bronx, and I looked different from anybody in my hometown. So I watched a lot of like Natalie Wood, West Side Story, movies like that. And when I went, after I met these guys in Los Angeles, I came back to New York, and I sat down and I watched Funny Girl, and I literally felt for the first time like I could relate to it, and it was somebody that I saw myself in, and was praised for her quirks and her funniness and the way she looked and her nose, and it was the first time in my whole life that I saw that as so beautiful. And I watched it the next night. I bought champagne, those water crackers, a $10 bottle of a jar of caviar, and Tempty cream cheese. And I sat and I put cream cheese and caviar and sipped champagne and watched Funny Girl. To this day, I think back to that as being one of the greatest nights of my life. And I stretched that out. I would like stop it and like take a break because I didn't want it to end. And I still do that. I still play the movie, and whenever I need it, and I treat myself to it. I love it so much. And just like Ryan said, he watches it before he directs. I mean, this movie's like therapy for me. And we're about to do our big tour and stuff, so I'm gonna watch it right now to get me ready.
It was weird, when we won the Golden Globe this year, I thanked two people. I thanked the Hollywood Foreign Press, and I thanked Barbra Streisand. And did I get a muffin basket from Barbra? I thought I would. But I meant it because, like Lea said, I mean, the show and this movie are so linked, it's crazy to me. It's about just being sort of finding the beauty in yourself and believing in yourself, and I always was so inspired by her. Like I said, Dante would watch it when we did the pilot. And let me give you one last delicious bit of trivia about this movie that I'm obsessed with. I'm always obsessed with the Academy Awards. And now, of course, to be invited to be a member of the Academy, you usually have to be nominated, and then they invite you 6 months later. Well, back in the day, Barbra was such a big presence, and when she came out to do this movie, it was a big deal. So she was invited to join the Academy, I believe, 9 months before this movie came out. And it was a tie between her and Katharine Hepburn. And I always love that fact because, of course, Barbra voted for herself, as she should have. And I think that idea for her winning that award for this movie, even if it's a tie, is such a victory, and it was a victory for me even when I was little and when I watched it. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about Barbra and her Funny Girl Oscar win? Do you have a thought?
Well, I would have done the same thing.
but of course she should vote for herself. So anyway, Dante, any last thoughts?
No, just thank you to this organization. It's fantastic to work all day on a TV show or a tour, whatever we're doing, and be able to come to a theater and see people like you who are here to enjoy film. And what's really extraordinary for us is that the music from this film lives on, and we're able to reinvent it and introduce it to an entirely new audience, and that speaks to the enduring quality of musicals, which I think we all know, but not everyone out there does. So thank you all for coming tonight.
Thank you. I haven't seen this. I'm going to sit here and watch this for the first time since I was 3 in a movie theater, so I'm so thrilled. Thank you for coming. Thank you.